Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing round number 2 at the lovely heights of Monaco. Yes, it is Monaco for round number 2 for Division 1. Last week we had Jeddah. This week we've got Monaco. No 100%, just a normal 50% race with short qualifying. And I'm sure this is going to be a great night of action here with Division 1. The pinnacle of the divisions. We'll have to see how they're going to go. It's going to be a very interesting night. We've got a full grid, which is great to see. And some big names, and obviously some reserve drivers as well, stepping up and showing what they've got as well at the same time. So let's get straight into the action. But first of all, I do have the McLaren TP, team of the week as well. Look at that. Jackal, good evening.
Hey, how you doing, SJ? Yeah, it's good to be in the comms box once again. It's should be an interesting race. I mean, fastest of the divisions, and it's also Monaco. So let's hope that everyone can keep it clean, and we have fingers crossed no safety cars. Although there is an 80% chance for a safety car, so I'm not holding my fingers too hard together.
Yeah, I'm sure we're probably going to see red flags here, but we'll have to wait and see as these guys are coming out. But we'll go straight into the action. Just give you a bit of a heads up on who we've got on the grid tonight, and then we'll have a little bit of an interview about you and your team as you got Team of the Week via the Rush Time podcast and episode 2. If anyone's tuned in and watched that or listened to it, check it out. Spotify, Rush Time, episode 2, recap of Jeddah of the opener. But first up, let's go through the grid. So, the man is back on the grid, didn't race last week. Campbell Adams is in the Visa Cash App tonight. We've then got the defending champion. He's on the grid tonight of Chandler's in the Alpine. We've then got Tai in the Mercedes Fat Cat in the Aston Martin. Will the Aston Martins have a good week this week? Last week was such a good start. Didn't end very well at the end of that 100% race at Jeddah. We've then got Illyrian in the McLaren. Jono, who won last week, can he go on again and win this week and really put a stamp on the championship this season, as he was the runner-up last season in Season 8. And then we've got Daniel Advocado, who is reserving up tonight for Haas. We've got Wojciech Steg, who is back. Good to see him. He finished 3rd last season. He's got a point to prove. We then got Kalki in the Kick. Aiden is Raiden in the Alpine. Will he DNF this race, as he did last week? We'll have to wait and see. Yuki Bear in the Ferrari. Fraser Clegg had a very good week last week in Jeddah, just unfortunately missed out. Will he get that P1 that he is after? We'll have to wait and see. Keithy and the host as well in the Kick. ACW 132 reserving tonight for Visa. Welcome to the grid. We've got Nail Jouer back, and apparently he is the sweat at this track, as he is number 1 in the world on time trial. So can he be number 1 in the world here tonight in Division 1? We've then got Squash Josh reserving up tonight. JF7, who's just got into the wall. Oh, and he's lost it there, so he's in a bit of trouble. And he spins right round. But yeah, then we've then got Shitty Wizard reserving up tonight in the Merc. We've got FVR Boomer, who did a great job last week, but did unfortunately get that spin across the line, and that 10-second did hurt him. And then One Truth, the other Williams driver. They have a full grid tonight. Now, people are probably going to want to know, Jackal, the cars are going through each other. Can you give us a little bit of a heads up of what's going on tonight with our situation at Monaco?
Yep. So obviously we've got ghosting on, so that if you do happen to do a spin on the track, people can just drive straight through you, and it won't end up impeding the laps, which should hopefully get everyone some good opportunities to get some good times in. Because as we've seen already, JF7's just taken the entire front of his car off and is very slow. So let's hope that people don't get confused and slow down.
Yes, it is. It's given them the drivers a bit of an insight here, because it is going to be extremely difficult to move out the way. So ghosting is on. It wasn't in the announcement, so all the questions that people keep asking me, just read the announcement. All the information is there. We've made it very, very clear that the announcements will go out. It'll be exactly the same for everyone else, apart from Division 5 and Division 6, who do have full quali. Everyone else has short quali, but it will be the same situation. So after this, we'll then go into the race. The guys will retire. We'll go back to a lobby. We'll take ghosting off. We'll customize the grid on obviously what the qualifying results are, which will be sent through from the onboard stewards to the host, and we'll get into it as soon as possible. So everyone makes it smooth and is quick, then we can get on with it very, very quickly. So anyway, let's get straight into our interview. Jackal, obviously your first season as a TP. Great start, and obviously voted by H-Town in the podcast the other night of Team of the Week. And how do you feel about that? Do you feel that your team is onto it? It was a great start, wasn't it, for Jeddah? And obviously a little bit nervous now going into this track.
Yeah, look, Jeddah is Jeddah. It's a fantastic result for the entire team, but it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So, well, it was a fantastic job from everyone. You know, it's not one, it's just one round. So we need to keep that momentum going and keep the morale high. So, you know, while it's fantastic to have this result, you know, we can't just pop open the champagne just yet.
No, you can't. And how is the team feeling now? Like, obviously, Team of the Week going into this week. Now it's Monaco. It was a great start. You're obviously going to have to build from that. And obviously, you've got Chegsteg and Galerian tonight. Like, so how's the whole team? How are they feeling for this week at Monaco?
Yeah, well, they're feeling great, I hope. Obviously, it's Monaco, so it's a bit, you know, iffy. You know, there's a lot of talk of times, you know, are we going to hit the wall, that kind of thing, strategies. So, you know, generally it's very good. But obviously, as with all teams, I'm guessing there's a lot of back and forth on you know, which specific strategies we should be doing, tire allocation, all that stuff, because we want to nail it, right? We want to keep this momentum going. And unfortunately, you know, if there's an accident in Monaco, it could cost almost everything. So, you know, just as quickly as we've climbed to third in the constructors, we could drop down to the bottom.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be an interesting week, and I think this is going to be a tough week for a lot of TPs. So, no, appreciate you jumping in and having that chat with us. And right, let's get to board some action. And first up, as we have noticed there, Niall Jouer, he said he is extremely quick here, 108.3 as a banker, I think as someone was saying, and he is pole position. That is an incredible time to start off with, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, I mean, Fat Cat's best is a 109.3. That's like, what, 7/10ths off his time. So I don't think he needs to do anything. Let's just hope he does that in Q2. And is this short quali or a full quali? I don't remember. You have to remind me.
Short.
Because if this is full quali, he's going to... Yeah, okay. Well, then he's fine, isn't he? I don't think anyone's really going to get much closer to that. You know, not to be a nihilist, but the second best is 7/10ths off. So,
well, there you go. There you have it. We've all still got Campbell Adams still to come out. We've got Lyrian and Bubba still to set times at the moment. But the man that has set a time is Niall Jouer with a 108.302, and he's going to go even quicker. As you can see, look at the speed that he's travelling into that first corner there. So we'll jump on board with someone for an outlap. We've got Aiden as Raiden, or we've got Daniel Avocado. So who do we jump on board with?
I got to go with Aiden.
All right. Jump on board with Aiden. I think Aiden has Chalmers has retired into P5 there, so that's unfortunate. We are going to jump on board with Aiden as Aiden for a flyer, and he has set a time of a 109.875. Just going to get out of the way there, which is good. I'm liking to see, even though he's ghosting on, the guys are still getting out of the way, so showing that respect, which is really good to see. So here we go. Aiden is Aiden, about to start his lap. 9 minutes to go. Here we go. Getting onto the DRS. This is the hardest part of this track, is to try and get the overtake with the DRS. It's very difficult. Going into turn 1 very nicely, down to the curb there, extremely close to the wall, coming up the hill, as we saw Checo and the two Hasses 2 seasons ago have a massive accident here. Very nicely there. You really have to live on the edge here at Monaco. You're getting so close to the walls. Now coming up into turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, then coming into the lovely hairpin here, where we'll probably see a little bit of bumping and bashing, trying to get through, get places there in the race, but very nicely. Now heading through the tunnel. This is where we'll see them burn the ERS coming up to the next part. They have to really be careful onto the brakes that you don't lock up and hit the corner of the wall here, which is very easy to do. Very nicely, no invalidation. Very well done so far. Now coming into the swimming pool section. Can take this flat out, but you've got to be so careful getting onto the curb, riding it, trying not to unbalance the car, coming into the last couple of corners there, keeping very tight to the wall, then coming down the hill, getting onto the ERS and the DRS all the way to the finish line, and it's going to be a 109.268. It looks extremely fast, but compared to what the guy is doing at the front, it's quite slow.
Well, we've just tapped into our second 108 time, which is Vojtech 108.934, which is the closest we've gotten to the Red Bull's time. So, that's a fantastic effort. I think Fat Cat is on an outlap now, so it looks like he'll do his best to get up there with them in the 108s, because there's currently only 2 people there.
Yes, no, really good start there for those 2 drivers at the top, Niall and Wojciech Steg. Fat Cat as well, 109, so close to the 108s. Will he be able to push that in there? We've got Campbell Adams on that lap at the moment now. I'm sure we'll see him put into the 8s. He's warming those tyres up, getting ready. We've got it on board, and they want an on board with the man himself, Campbell Adams, the reigning champion of Season 7. Here it goes. Jackal, take it away with Campbell Adams for a flying lap with the visa.
Yep, so obviously he's going to go down to this DRS straight, which is probably one of the fastest parts of the track, down into turn 1, and that's Saint Devoe, and he goes into turn 2, which is also very long, and then into this long turn 3. There is a caution on the track. Turn 4 looks like a Ferrari's just died. Then we're going down into turn 5, down into the hairpin, which is very tight. Let's hope he can keep it on the track. And turn 6 all the way down into Portier, and good traction here as he goes through the tunnel, arguably the most famous part of this track. Now he's going to go down the hill, sharp braking into the Nouvelle chicane, try and keep it within track limits. And then turn 12, start of sector 3, around the swimming pool, and through this very fast... Oh, he's lost it! Oh my god, he's lost it.
Go.
Oh no, that is a huge accident. His tyre is just sitting on top of his car. Oh no, that's going to be a huge upset for VCARB.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He is human. He is human, Jackal.
Yeah, wow. I bet there's going to be a controller through a monitor.
Could be. Could be indeed.
That's the last place you want to be in Monaco, is P20.
So easy to do. So easy to do. Yeah, 61 people tuning in for this race and qualifying here tonight. Remember, earlier on, a lot of people losing a little bit of their front wings here, which we were going to see. But at the moment, it is Niall, Jouer, Steg, and Tai Tai that are the ones to watch out for at the moment. They are the top 3. Fat Cat is just a smidge away from the 108. He's really pushing it, so keep an eye out on him. Earlier on, there was an announcement that did go out. I do apologise, it was quite late. We have a giveaway, the first ever giveaway that Rush has ever done in history. So feel free to jump on board our Instagram, and I'm just going to quickly flick the link in here. No, that is not the link. I'll just quickly flick it in, and I will send it in. Where is it? Bear with me, caller.
It should be a fantastic opportunity. It's a
there we go.
Giveaway.
Yeah. So there's the Instagram. Feel free, jump on board the Instagram. # guitar. Follow us. Follow Sim Racing Centre, and you'll have a chance of a full setup package for Qatar, which will be announced. The winners will be announced at the end of the Division 3 race live on comms. So yeah, get yourself involved in that. It's an opportunity for SRC, and yeah, it was really nice of SRC to do that, and I didn't even know anything about it until I got the DM. So there you go. I would just advise you to read your messages. But yeah, no, so awesome. And also, if you do need SRC sim racing setups, feel free to jump on board, click the link, follow the link as well, and use the code RUSHOME9, and we'll be happy to help. And if you do have any problems, then feel free to message one of myself or the directors, and we'll be able to help you. But if you are tuning in with us and have just jumped in, we've got 58 people tuning in tonight, 3 minutes to go in quali. Cameron Adams is out, One Truth is out, Jono is out, Chandler's is out. It is all going off here tonight, Jackal, at Monaco.
We just seen a 107.8. I mean, that's unreal. That's an insane time. So we thought 108 was impressive, and yeah, he's just done one better. I don't even have words for that. That's extremely impressive.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane there for the lap that he's done there. And Fat Cat is in the 8s as well and does overtake Tai, goes up into 4th. Kalki doing a 108.788. So great start for him. Wojciech Steg in that 3rd position, who's up in purple in Sector 2, coming in. Does clip the wall though, coming out on the outsides there, then coming into the final corner. Does he finish the time? No, he doesn't. He goes into the wall, going into the pits as well. It's all going on here. Few invalidations, but are we going to see any improvements? It's between 2, 2nd and 3rd, Kalki and Wojciech Steg. Is anyone going to be able to take them off the top? We've got Tai on an outlap, we've got Booba on an outlap, and Tai is about to get going as well. So here we go. He's coming up the hill all the way. Let's see if he's going to be up or down on his time into Sector 1. Looking really, really good here from Tai and Fat Cat and Steg and Kalki. So really good to see there. A good start to round number 2 of the qualifying of Monaco. Are we going to see an improvement on Tai's time? I just missed Sector 1 there. Niall, last lap, please, SJ. Yeah, it was incredible. I did see it. Absolutely incredible. All right, you okay, on board. I'll be on board in a second. Let me just finish up with Tai. Where is Niall? Niall's not there through yet. I'll keep on board with Tai. Yep, I'll get onto it in a sec. Everyone all requesting onboards tonight, which is really good to see. So we will jump on board with Niall for an onboard. And I will probably ask Jackal to get screenshots of this qualifying results when we get through. But here we go. Tai coming around into the final corner. And I think this will be it for him. He's not going to be able to go again. And there we go. Coming across the line. Does he improve? Yes, he does. Goes up to P3 with 108.326. So an improvement there for the Mercedes driver, Jackal.
Yeah, wow. 108.8. That's just a 10th off. Even less than. Oh, no, yeah, it's almost a full 10th off Fodger's time, which is extremely impressive. And only 5 drivers in the 108s. Obviously, we have Boober in the 109.0s. Oh, make that 6 with Keithy. 2 Salbers in the 108s and in the top 6. So I think Kick Sauber will be very happy with that result, to be honest. 2 drivers in the 108s and in the top 6, and we've also got 5 drivers who are currently out of qualifying. And it looks like JF7 is also out as well. It looks like there's a few going out. Fat Cat, both Aston Martins seem to have dropped out.
Happy with their time. I've got an onboard on for Niall to see if he can improve again in Sector 1. Let's have a look. Are we going to see an improvement there? No, he's actually down on his time there, so no improvement at the moment. Let's have a look coming into the hairpin there very nicely. He just takes this so fast. And like you say, you've got to live on the edge here, as we can see an Alpine moving out the way there. And really, really good seeing the respect as well there. Really good to see. And Niall, as you were there, coming into Sector 2. Are we going to see an improvement here? Let's have a look. Very quick. Look how quick he goes in that car. Insanely quick here. Let's have a look in Sector 2. We're going to see an improvement in swimming pool. No improvement at all. He's actually two tenths down. So hasn't been able to manage to do what he done earlier on. which is it is what it is. But that is qualifying done for Niall, who is going to cross the line. And let's have a look to see, are we going to see anyone? Wojciech Steg, he's invalidated, he's done. So we've got a little further back down. I think that is it. Illyrian is the last one. He's going to cross the line. He's 1.7 seconds up on his time, but it doesn't seem to be way off the pace there. Dan then P19, and that is qualifying done. So we are about to get some screenshots, and we will get this show on the road very, very quickly, and we'll be joined back very soon. So there you go. They are the qualifying results. Niall Jouer, ACW taking P2, Kalki taking P3, then Tai Tai, then Steg, Fat Cat, Keefe, Bubba, Aiden's Raiden, Chandler's, Fraser Clegg, Jono, Squash Josh, Shifty. If you want to get a photo of just that really quickly, Jackal, for me.
Yep, I've got it.
And then we've got Shifty Wizard, Yuki Bear, JF7, One Truth, Daniel Avocado, and Illyrian, and Campbell Adams not even setting a time as he DNF'd on his flying lap. So, yeah, very interesting indeed. And, right, we will wait for these guys to retire, and we will be back very, very soon resetting the lobby. We'll just wait to see how quick they're going to be. So hopefully we need everyone to retire. Just pin that in the chat. And we'll be back very soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Just having to change a few things there with the quali and all the results, but what a quali that was, and we'll be getting into a race very, very shortly, Jackal.
Yeah, I mean, that time was 107 for the Red Bull. They're going to be very happy with that, obviously. And there was a few in the 108s, so I guess the people in the 109s are going to be hoping to get some early track positions. And then obviously some strategy will come into play, which will be good.
Definitely.
All they have to do, obviously, is keep it out of each other, because obviously we don't want them ramming into each other in turn one, because ghosting is not on for the race. So it's if there's a pile up, there's a pile up.
Yes, indeed, there is. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens now. This is where it is meaning business. This is where it's all about. This is where we are about to get underway. And very exciting. Looking forward to it. Cannot wait. But yeah, so this is it. This is the one. Turn one is going to be great. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully these guys can race, because this is a track that we've seen a lot of drama over the space of many seasons in Rush. Why it hasn't been on the calendar. So it is on the calendar. It's round number 2. It's probably good to get out the way now, Jackal, than having it later on in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm personally thankful that it's second. Maybe there could have been a little bit of a buffer. Get ready for it. I would have liked a couple of weeks to prepare myself, and I'm sure everybody else would. But get out of the way early, and then we have all of the good fun, fast-paced tracks. Because I believe the lowest speed here is 50 k's an hour, which is pretty insane.
Yeah. Well, we've done a pit lane video earlier on, and 39 laps around here. It's going to be interesting on strategy. Well, here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at Monaco, round number 2, and here we go. It's a good start there for Niall, who is going to go into turn 1, and it looks like Kalki's going to go side by side with ACW, and then we go up the hill. Everyone getting through. Good to see Division 1 there, and no one making any silly moves going up the hill into first turn and number 2, but a great start there, and a great start there from Niall already. Jackal, he is 1 second down the road, already coming into the hairpin. ACW into P2, then Kalki, then Wojciech Steg. We've got a bit of drama at the back. We've got Booba. Oh, a little bit of a bang there. Really trying to force their way through into the hairpin. Bit drama going up there. We've got Campbell up in the P16 already, so he's definitely trying to push on as much as he can. He's got a real battle on his hands today, from starting at the back from P16 to get to the top, but anything can happen here at Monaco, Jackal.
Yeah, it looks like we've actually got some damage on Yuki Bear. His front left wing is currently not connected to the rest of his car, which is something that you will need in a high downforce track. So it looks like we're going to have an early pit for him. I think he was involved in a couple of shunts early on. But yeah, that lead from Nail is insane. Already, 1.6 ahead. We're seeing some overtakes. Obviously not impossible to overtake here. It's just a bit risky. And these Div 1 drivers are really showing us how good they are and being able to overtake. So I don't think Red Bull's going to have too much of an issue this race. 1.7 ahead. He's whistling in his head. He doesn't have anything to worry about. It really will be just a battle to see who can keep the quick positions for longer.
Yeah, definitely, as we're seeing most of the cars going for the medium strategy there. Campbell Adams, the only car on those hard, so he is going to go the distance at the moment. So really good to see at the moment. Niall doing a fantastic job, 1.8 out in front. It looks like he could be the one that just does take this win here from start to finish, as we did see a very impressive qualifying time earlier on, and 2 seconds down the road already. ACW in that P2, then Kalki, then Steg, then Fat Cat, Tai Chandler's, Keithy, Boba, Raiden, Jono, Fraser Clegg, JF7, Campbell Adams are now up in a P14, Daniel Avocado, One Truth, Illyrian, Squash Josh, Shifty, and Yuki. Yuki obviously having to pit with that damage, getting onto those hard compound tyres. Campbell Adams now up in the P13. He was making moves, which is good to see here. It's difficult to do at Monaco. He's up into P13. He's in the points. That's the main thing. One Truth is into the pits now. He's on to those hard compound tyres, and it's going to be interesting to see ACW in that P2, Kalki in that P3, Wojciech Steg trying to put pressure on Kalki for that P3 spot. Going to be difficult here to get moves done, overtakes done, all going to be about strategy. Who's going to push the tyres the most? Who's going to go early? We've got drama at the back, as it looks like someone is round, and Illyrian has gone round, and it looks like he had a bit of an incident there with Shifty Wizard, and Shifty Wizard has lost his front right plate there, so Illyrian has hit him, and he's lost his front right plate, so he may have a little bit of an incident there on lap 3 for the onboards.
Yeah, I mean, wow, we already got some damage, and it's also a 10-second penalty for the Williams of One Truth, which is very unfortunate because, you know, that pit entry lane will get you. It is very close, and you know, you can easily just get a 10-second time penalty just for swinging it in. So you really have to take your time going in there, or you will end up with a time penalty. And 2.9 or 3 seconds actually up is Nail on the ACW, which is crazy for lap 4. I mean, he's just in a world of his own.
Yeah, he just definitely does look like it, and massive points for Red Bull this will be, as well as we've got one in P1, and Squash Josh down there in P15, who is getting the last point at the moment, but Nigel are definitely showing how much pace he's got. ACW doing a great job though in P2 and Kalki in that P3, but he's got a battle with Wojciech Steg, which will jump on board. We do have an onboard here, which has been requested, so we'll jump on board that. Lap 4 out of 39, looking good so far. No safety car, and all 20 cars still on the track. Jackal, can you believe it? Monaco, here we come.
Chance of a safety car, so we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, it's impressive to get close to someone in Monaco. It's even more impressive to get around them. So while we see people getting really close to the back of people, like Fraser is on Jono, he's right there. It'll be interesting to see if he can actually convert that to an overtake, or if he's doomed to sit, you know, 2 tenths behind him the whole race.
Yeah, the hard thing is coming out that last corner, then the DRS, as you can see here, and it's so frustrating because it gives you a little bit of speed, but it's going to be so difficult to make the overtake. As you can see, Fraser Clegg still behind Jono at the moment. Now he's coming up the hill, as you can see, a little bit more pace, but where can you make the move? You know, you've really got to time it, and full concentration here. Full concentration. As we can see, a little bit of a move going on here is Campbell Adams going around the outside of Aiden is Raiden. Oh, there's a spin. Bubba's spun, and he's blocked the whole track. And was that a reset to track?
Yeah, that looks like it was a reset to track.
That is.
That definitely was.
Oh,
and
no.
yeah, this pack is closing up very quickly. You know, it's going to be very difficult for. I know it's all cleared up now. I think we're going to see a bunch of people dive into the pits now, aren't we? Because that was huge. We did see a reset to track there, I believe, so that would be interesting for the onboards to look at.
Yeah, no, it's a need to see if it's actually allowed here. That's the question. I'm going to have to obviously double check that with obviously the guys and the head steward to see if we did allow it, because obviously of the time frame. Well, obviously how this track is, we'll have to wait and see. But so far so good. Campbell Adams up into P8, definitely showing what he's got, and he's now going to put pressure on Keithy, and he's going to go for the move on the left-hand side, and he doesn't get it. Yes, he does. Campbell Adams is going to go around the outside. Keithy going to go side by side. Keithy's trying to hold it, and Campbell Adams is through. And I tell you something, if anyone said who they can overtake at Monaco, Campbell Adams can. He's up in the P7, absolutely phenomenal. We're going down the bottom as we're seeing the yellows flash as well. A few pit stops, but look at this. Campbell Adams up in a P7. He is overtaking, but still going to be a big battle for him. He's 2.9 seconds behind Chandler's, and I don't think Chandler's is going to make that easy for him, but he definitely is making overtakes, which is something you don't see at Monaco, Jackal.
Yeah, and we've just seen Illyrian take his front wing off again, so his pit crew is not going to be happy about that one. He's got to pit and put another one on, which is going to put him far behind. He's also picked up a 3-second penalty, which is very unfortunate. It's a good thing that he didn't get a speeding of the pit lane, because that would be icing on the cake. You know, we've got a bunch of people who are pulling out away from each other, and then we've also got a bunch of people who are right up next to each other. I think the biggest gap we can see is Shifty, which is 10 seconds obviously, The Illyrian one is 40 seconds, but that's because he's in the pit at the moment. We are getting some great overtakes done from the likes of Campbell Adams. And yeah, it looks like it's not impossible to overtake here, as these guys are showing us.
Yeah, definitely, as we're seeing Fat Cat getting very close to Steg and Kalki. Nice little three-way battle here for big points. We've got Yellow splashing in Sector 1.
Oh
And
no!
Illyrian is
Illyrian
gone.
has just
And that,
come out of the pits.
that is not what he
Crashed.
wants.
Oh.
And is that a safety? No, he's got a 10-second. Let's have a look. No safety, VSC. No safety at the moment, so massive opportunity what the guy is going to do at the front. As we're starting to see some pit stops there. Campbell still on those 6-lap hards. Fat Cat still on 6 laps. Steg, Kalki, ACW, and Niall Jua 6 seconds at front. And he's coming into the pits. So good decision there. What does ACW do? He goes in. Kalki, he goes in. Steg goes in. And Fat Cat goes in. Campbell. Oh, and Steg gets a drive-through for speeding under safety car. Oh, drama.
How is that possible from the pit lane? I don't understand how that's possible in the pit lane.
Oh, Chalmers is out. Chalmers is retired and he's going to the wall. Oh, no.
Oh, goodness.
Absolute drama. And that is a safety car. Ladies and gentlemen, first safety car, lap 7 out of 39. And the defending champion is out of his first race this season. Yeah, Alpine, not the best starts there for Chalmers. So that spices things up. Niall has pit, and he is just behind the safety car. ACW, Campbell Adams, what does that do? Now that puts him onto mediums. Interesting. This is probably not the best for Campbell, because he's now he's not on the best of strategies. The other guys are on the better strategy because they look like they'll probably be able to go to the end, or maybe near the end. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, 2 drivers out, Illyrian and Chalmers out of this race, McLaren and Alpine. And safety car on lap 8 out of 39, Jackie.
Yeah, it's not good for us either. It's our both of our teams. So, you know, Vojtek's got a drive-through penalty, which is obviously going to cause some disruptions. He's going to drop down a little bit. So yeah, it's all about Voj and Aiden is Raiden. So it's not a good race for us, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what happens anyway. But yeah, well, yeah, going to be interesting to see what happens here. The onboards are going to be very interesting. I think there's a few things going on in the background, which we'll have to wait and see. And pens are going to be key here. But yeah, 2 penalties here for Vocek and One Truth. Not pretty what they want. 10 seconds of One Truth and drive-through for Vocek Steg. He was doing really well. To obviously with that battle with Fat Cat and Kalki. And now he's got that drive-through. That's going to put him all the way at the back. Yeah, not the start. Go from team of the week to not the best start to the week.
It's Monaco. We knew it was going to happen. Lap 9, which is honestly more laps than we thought we were going to get. But yeah, we were expecting the safety car, weren't we?
Yeah, we were, but I think it's been good so far. I think the pace of Niall at the front has been insane, and the overtakes from Campbell have been fantastic to watch as well. And yeah, having 2 cars out, lap 9 out of 39 is not bad. Obviously, we don't want retirements, but so far so good. It's a bit of a mixture up there as well. You've got the 2 Vasers, P6 and P2, really a good start for them, and then you've also got. I'm trying to see if there's another team. You've got the 2 Kicks in 9th and 3rd, 2 Hasses in 10th and 14th. Yeah, so interesting to see. And yeah, Fat Cat showing great start to the season. What a pickup for Aston Martin. He showed some serious pace in Jeddah, and he's showing some serious pace here in Monaco.
Yeah, wow. And it looks like we've got another lap under the safety car. Yeah, we've got 2 drivers who currently have penalties, so it'll be interesting to see where that puts them. But we've got some good people up the top. Nail's still got his lead. Obviously, will be interesting to see how he gets underway when the safety car gets in. I think he'll be absolutely fine, judging by what we've seen so far. And we've got two Red Bulls technically in the top three, and a Sauber. Sauber's having a very good race, I would say, with third and ninth at the moment. One of the best, to be honest. I think the gap between all the other teams is a lot bigger.
Yeah, it is at the moment. And let's look at some position changes there. So Campbell Adams is making up the most with 14. We've got Fat Cat with 2, Puma with 1, Fraser Clegg with 1, John with 1, 4 for JF7, 4 for One Truth, and 4 for Daniel Avocado. Shifty down 1, Yuki down 1, Squash Josh down 4, Aiden and Raven down 9. And also Tai and Keithy down 4 and 2. Steg staying where he is, Kalki staying where he is, ACW staying where he is, and Niall Shirer staying where he is at the moment. So, question is, Jackal, are the other two of ACW and Kalki going to be able to try and stay with Niall?
Well, we'll have to see how this safety car restart goes. Niall's very quick, as we've seen, and he's quick, and he will be good at defending from what it looks like. So not only will they have to get close to him, but they'll also have to try and find an opportunity to get past him. And he's backing up the pack a lot as he decides to go, and it looks like he's off. And that was a very good restart from Nail. Already 7/10 up on them, and it looks like Vojtech is serving his penalty now, which drops him all the way down to P18, and ACW is doing a very good job staying with him so far. He hasn't dropped out of DRS range yet. And then we've also got Fat Cat right behind Kalki. 3/10 right behind him. Going to see what he can do down in this hairpin, but obviously overtaking the hairpin is, I think, too much of a risk at this stage.
Yeah, no, you want to be very, very careful. We've seen a few of them go around there, but you have to take it so easy, and they go very, very slow going into that hairpin as well. And just one mistake, you might be able to get them. But at the moment, it's looking exactly the same as where it was before. As Fat Cat still behind Kalki, trying to get the move done, and it's going to be extremely difficult to see how we're going to get moves done. As Fat Cat looking to pounce and make a move there. I don't know how is he going to make an overtake there on Kalki. We'll have to wait and see. Right, we'll jump on board with Campbell when this lap starts, as he is right on the back of this battle with Fat Cat and Kalki. And there we go, another on board for Campbell Adams with DRS, and there Kalki lets Fat Cat go past. Interesting strat from the kick. Don't know why he's done that. He's lost 2 spots there. He's let Campbell go through, and Fat Cat. What is going on there from the kick Sauber?
Wow, that was very strange. He was right up there, and then he's just decided to move over to the left. Maybe it looks like he has the RS left in the bank, so not really quite sure what that's about. He'll be kicking himself, trying to get those positions back, and maybe I jinxed them by saying they're still doing very well. Obviously, the two Visa Cash Up drivers are doing the best at the moment, picking up some good points if they can finish in this order. And it looks like Vodge has had to serve another pit stop, because that last pit stop did not take away the penalty. He had to serve at the next lap. So he's a bit far behind at the moment. He'll benefit obviously from another safety car.
Yes, and Campbell Adams is really trying to pounce and get the move done on Fat Cat. He's trying to find every single angle where there is space. Here we go. He's got the traction. Does he have the speed or the pace? He's going to go for a move into turn number 1. Does he go for it? No, he doesn't. Decides not to make the move. Trying to get closer and closer, and he's even closer to him. This is a nice little battle here that we're only going to watch on it. Fat Cat does go for the move, and they've let him go. And I think the reasons why is because they know he's on the quicker tyre. They don't want to hold him up. The problem is, though, he is not going to be able to go to the end there. So this is great for Campbell. 3 seconds down the road now as Visa Cash Out in P2 and P3. What a night so far for them. But Campbell does have to pit again. That's the problem.
Yeah, 2 and 3. Wow. 3 Red Bull drivers technically in the top 3, which is it's kind of funny to think about. Obviously Kalki will be trying to get those positions back as soon as possible. We've also got Booba trying to get close to him, so not only does he have to get around and get those positions back, but we also have the Williams driver who wants those positions off him, and very soon they'll be fighting, I think, if Booba can get much closer to him. And there's not much happening on the rest of the track. It's Monaco, so it's really just about keeping it on the track and going for overtakes when the opportunity arises. This earlier in the race, I think it's a bit too early for risks and risk taking, so I think people will try and keep it mostly clean and just go for the overtakes when it's safe to do so.
Yeah, no, it's a great start there for Campbell. Obviously had the appalling qualifying with that DNF, but definitely has done a great job after the safety car restart there up on the P3. But remember, he does have to pit again, so that is the question at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, I do agree. Oblivion, absolute phenomenal driver. So much talent, massive prospect in PSGL at the moment. And yeah, great to have him on the grid, great to have him back, and good to have obviously other people that can match him, you know, obviously not just have him dominate, because this is what it's all about, you know. You want people to give it to him, you want people to try and challenge him. Don't just let him pass, challenge him, put him in difficult positions, because that's what it's all about, you know, putting someone in a comfortable position and seeing how they can get out of it. Either be in desperation or try and bulldoze their way through, or they actually race their way through, as we can see is what Campbell Adams has done. And I think some of those guys have let him pass because they know he is on the quicker tyre.
Sand race so far. We've had already two DNFs, a safety car, a virtual safety car. Just seen the Williams lose the position to Daniel Avocado, so that means Haas is through. And there are some pretty close battles happening there, but there's also some pretty far away ones. Nail is pretty comfortable with almost a 4.1 second lead over the two V-carbs. So I think these V-carbs, all they have to do is just keep it close, and you know, hopefully they can keep it here and score some amazing points. And who knows, maybe at the end of this we'll be interviewing two Visa Cash Up drivers.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, as Campbell is absolutely smashing that time. 1.3 now to his teammate. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here. And I reckon we will see ACW let him pass and push on with Niall. Niall is out smelling the roses at the moment and smelling that victory with lap 15 out of 39. Long way to go still in this race. Anything can happen here. A great start here for Kick in P5 and P8. What a start for them. Visa Cash App, though, TMT will be over the moon with this result at the moment with ACW and FRT. Campbell Adams in that P3 spot, which is 1.2. As you can see, he can see his teammate in front of him now. He just needs to be careful he doesn't push too much and push it into a wall and, yeah, push himself out of the race. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. We did see someone wanting to come in for a surprise interview earlier on, and if that person does want to jump in, then feel free to jump in. I think it was Bender as well, so if you do want to jump in, mate, jump in and we'll have a chat with you. But at the moment, if you are tuning in with us, we are on lap 16 out of 39. Niall leading the way, has led from start to finish. We've got ACW in P2 and FRT Campbell Adams in P3. What about the, let's go a little further down the back. What about the battle between JF7 and Jono? That looks to be heating up a little bit here, Jackal.
Yeah, I mean, we've just seen another couple of time penalties come through for the Williams driver, and it looks like at the back squash Josh is missing a front wing end plate, so it's I'm just curious to see how many drivers still have them, because it looks like they're very easy to lose, bumping the walls and whatnot. But JDI Mr. Thunder with JF7 will be very keen on trying to get around and closer to his teammate.
Yeah, it is, and obviously the hard thing is getting the overtake, you know, staying behind. And as we know on this game, as we've seen, dirty air is really powerful, so this doesn't help the driver that is very closely behind the other driver, does it?
No, and it's not a track that you want to be in dirty air for, but it's inevitable at this rate. And you know, we've seen No, he'll just take a 5-second gap now. He's comfortably in a world of his own. He should have brought a pillow, as Max Verstappen said, and it's looking like it's going to be another Max Verstappen esque race, if you ask me. He's just so far ahead. So Max 2023 energy he's giving.
We always see a few guys complaining with ads, and if you've got ads, you press that blue button and press the subscription and get amongst it, or gift a sub, and then you can get rid of those ads. I do apologise, that is the agreement that we do have this season. And remember, while we are on lap 17 and 39, if you need setups for Monaco and you don't feel that you've got them, then get amongst SRC and use the code, and they will help you out. And I'm sure they're pretty good at the moment. I've used it, and I'm pretty happy. So and also, if you need any new sim gear and you feel that your pedals are on their way out, or your steering wheel needs an upgrade going into the next race, then feel free to jump on board with Plugin and use that code as well. And remember, don't forget the giveaway will end on Wednesday after Division 3. Hashtag guitar, follow Sim Racing, jump on the Instagram, and also follow us on Instagram, and you'll have a chance of a full setup package with recommendation from SRC and from SRC. So yeah, get amongst it. Right, lap 18 out of 39, and a lovely overtake there, and Bubba getting the job done on Kalki, and he let him get through there up into P5. So Kalki now dropping down into P6. He's let Campbell through, and he let Fat Cat through, and now he's let Bubba through. Is Kalki suffering with those 11 lap hards?
Yeah, I mean, he's lost another position there. Obviously, it's not intentional. I wouldn't say that he's just letting them through, because I think that would make his team principal very unhappy if he was doing that. But Bubba is really looking to push Williams up the ladder, and he's doing a fantastic job with these overtakes. So it'll be good to see Williams grab some much needed points there. They're doing a fantastic job this race, and the Saubers are almost together, so it'll be interesting if Kalki also lets his teammate through, or if the one person he holds up will be his teammate.
Yes, we are coming up to lap number 20 very, very soon then. I'm just going to jump on board Campbell Adams. It was 1.3. He's lost the rear nearly into the wall there. And I think those tyres may have, they may be on their way out a little bit. And he was really pushing. He's actually lost a lot of time. He was 1.3 behind ACW. He's now 2 seconds behind ACW. As Aiden is Raiden and Yuki getting 3-second time pens there in the later stages of this race. Lap 20 out of 39. 19 laps to go, and Campbell Adams is now starting to struggle on those mediums. 2.3 seconds back. He has lost a lot of time to his teammate. So strategy at the moment is not going Campbell's way, because these hards, they can go the distance. Those mediums can't.
Let's see if we might start to see some pits soon, or maybe they're waiting for another safety car. But whoever's on mediums at the moment, which I don't think is anyone, is there? Except for Vodge at the back.
Avocado
just seen Daniel Avocado go out.
Yeah, he's out. He's lost it, but there's no safety car because everyone is clear, and they've cleared that car up. So yeah, that would have been music to the ears of Campbell Adams, but now it's not, and he is out, done and dusted. So now we've lost Daniel Avocado, Chandlers, and Illyrian, and there's your gap to lead. It's 7.9 seconds between ACW and Niall, so Niall is gone. 59 seconds from Steg to Niall. Squash Josh is 1 minute and 6, so a long way to go, but anything can happen in this race. As we'll just jump on fastest lap, 1:11.348 fastest lap there for Niall as well. And really unfortunate there for Daniel Avocado. So that's 3 DNFs, 21 laps out of 39. Not bad going at the moment from Division 1.
Yeah, it isn't at the moment. We'll see how long we can go without another safety car. It's a bit of a game at this point, in a game, trying to figure out when the next safety car will be. And I think they'll be coming as soon as these mediums start to wear out. So Campbell will be begging to get off this set of mediums, because we all know that the hards can go the distance. And there's Vojtek getting quite close to Aiden, as we saw. He had a 20-second gap and he's just managed to close it up, it looks like. And a couple more battles, but the gaps are really starting to open up. Got One Truth who's quite close to Yuki Bear, but Yuki Bear's almost 8.5 seconds away from JF7, who's 4.5 seconds away from Jono. So yeah, we're seeing some huge gaps opening up, which is going to be interesting because obviously you can't overtake from that far away.
No, definitely not. And Kalki has gone into the pits, got off those 13 lap hards, and well, we'll have to wait and see there what's going to happen here. What's he going to go on to? He is going on another set of hards, and he will be going to the end of the race. So interesting strat here. Let's see how this works. Keep an eye out on Kalki in that P11 position, because if everyone else stops again, then he will be in a very good position later on in this race. We'll have to wait and see at the moment. A little bit further back up to the top. ACW, 8 seconds behind Niall Jura. He is getting good points for Visa Cash Up at the moment. Campbell Adams is dropping down, though. He's now 4 seconds behind. He's going to be very careful on those medium compound tyres here, Jackal, because if he loses it, they could easily lose it. And this is really where they're going to start to go off. Coming into the swimming pool section, let's see how he takes it here. He's really trying to hold on to the tyre. He's living on the edge there, Campbell Adams. You're living on the edge. Lap 23 out of 39. And Jono getting a 3-second time penalty as well. And there we go. Campbell is in the pits. He's called it. He's not happy with those mediums. He's in. So what are we going to see happen next? Because Wojciech Steger's on the mediums as well, but he's on 3-lap mediums.
And it looks like he's just had a moment with the Alpine. It looks like the Alpine has just smacked the wall a little bit. So just seeing whether that Alpine still has his front wing, because it looks like he's just slapped the wall and he is missing an end plate. So it looks like he's gotten a little battle with Voj and lost an end plate there. So that's obviously going to slow him down. Not enough to cause a safety car, obviously, but not ideal for Red Bull. I don't think they'll be complaining too much with Nail, with a 10-second gap. So they're taking what they can get at this point.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to see. He's got himself down into P8 though, so he's got himself in a good position. But we are going to jump on board with Kalki on the next lap for an onboard. And so far, so good. A good race from some of these guys as Kalki really putting the pressure on JF7. He's gone fresher tyres, and he's even going to go for a move in the tunnel. Oh, this could be carnage. This could be carnage. They're going for a move in the tunnel. Oh, is Taito going to let him go? And Kalki's had to... Oh, he's had to avoid the track there, and he's had to let him go. He's got it all wrong. And why are you fighting him through the tunnel? Oh, that could have been very interesting there. And JF7 did not make that easy for Kalki. And we could have had an Alonso accident as we did back in the day. And Kalki is going to get frustrated now because he's on the fresher tyres and he's going to go for a move. Does he go for a move into turn 1? He's on fresher tyres, goes to the left-hand side. Oh, Taito moves over to him. He's all over the place. Kalki now moves up the hill. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. Bit of drama there at Monaco on that 24 out of 39, Jack.
Yeah, that was nail-biting moment. That was pretty crazy. Obviously, Kalki was quite high up in the ladder, and he's winning that back. JDI, interesting, just lost another position to the Mercedes driver of Tai, who are looking to extend their lead, because obviously they are leading the overall constructors at the moment. So they're not doing too bad. Shifty just needs to gain another position, and he'll be in the points as well. So it's looking like it's shaping up to be a good race as well for the Booba of the Williams of Booba, who is up in P4 at the moment with an 8-second gap behind him. So if you can keep that, he's obviously got a 3-second penalty, but if you can keep 3 seconds between him and Campbell Adams, he's going to score some massive points for Williams.
Yes, Campbell Adams does do the fast lap with a 1:10.560, so it'll be interesting to see when Niall does pit and goes out and does probably looking at maybe the mediums or the softs. We'll have to wait and see how we go. As Kalki does get the move done, that has hurt him. He's 2.6 seconds behind Jono, who does have to pit, who Fraser has to pit. Well, they don't have to pit. They can try and still go to the end, but we'll have to wait and see here. It's got a nice little battle between the Ferrari and the Haas driver, and this was a good battle that we saw last week in Jeddah, and it's happening again, and it's looked like we're going to see this battle all season, which is really good to see. And yeah, so far so good. A real good race from Monaco. Lap 25 out of 39. 3 DNFs, Daniel Ricciardo, Chalmers, and Illyrian. And we've got 17 guys left. Unfortunately, 2 drivers missing out on points at the moment, which will be Squash Josh and One Truth. Shifty Wizard will get that last point as it stands. Squash Josh may get that last point depending on the pins. Let's have a look at them. We've got 3 for Aiden, 3 for ACW, 3 for Jono, 3 for Tai Tai, 3 for Yuki, 3 for Aiden's Rain, and 6 for One Truth. And yeah, we've got the other Visa Cash App in the pits coming out behind his teammate of Campbell Adams on fresh tyres, and he's 4 seconds behind him. So now he can push on, looking likely to see a Visa Cash App on a double podium as Kalki gets himself a penalty, putting pressure on Jono and Fraser Clegg in that P8 position, as One Truth now gets a penalty. So it's all kicking off with the penalties. 26 laps out of 39, Jacob.
Yeah, and we've just seen Booba take that 3rd position, and now the Visa Cash App drivers are no longer podium sitters, as we have Fat Cat and Booba, who will be desperate to score a 2nd place or even keep 3rd at this point. But he's looking very, very quick, and yeah, he's getting close. He's not quite in DRS yet, but if I'm not mistaken, I did just see a front wing end plate fly off somebody's car. So we've seen that quite a lot this race, so it'll be interesting to see where that actually came from, or if it's just been sitting on the track and for some reason... oh, no, it looks like it's Squash Josh who's missing a front wing end plate, or maybe it's the same one and he's never pitted to put it back on. It'll be interesting to know which of the 2 it is.
Yeah, and it's just getting very frustrating for the Kickstarter of Kalki here. He's on 4 laps against 18 and 19 in front of him at the moment. He jumps up to P7, so he is trying to get the move done, but he just can't get through. Look at this, you've got a 4-car battle here between Fraser, Jono, Kalki, and Tai Tai. And soon, or very, very soon, Fat Cat will join that, and Keithy could join that as well, but we'll have to wait and see. There is Steg gets past as Yuki Bear does go into the pit, so we are starting to see the 2-stop now coming into into it. As look at this, look, you just can't get through. What do you do here as Campbell Adams gets past Bubba into P2 there, and what a drive from Campbell Adams. I've got to say, where he was in qualifying and in the race to now where he is now, just showing so much. Oh, 3 seconds! Even going a little bit too quick there, and he caused himself 3 seconds. So, yeah, Campbell will not be happy with that, because now Campbell has 3, and if ACW can catch him, ACW could actually take away the position from him. So he's pushed a little bit too much, and he's pushing now for Niall. But Niall is 6 seconds down the road, and yeah, he's had a fantastic night. But Kalki is in a real pickle here. How is he going to be able to get the move done, and when is he going to be able to get the move done? That's the question. Oh, it's Tai Tai pushes him into the wall, and there we go, and Fat Cat comes through and tries to make the overtake as he wants to get the position, and he gets the position. Oh no, drama there as Kalkini loses it coming out the outside, and Tai Tai clips the wall, and Tai Tai's going at it again. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Tai Tai coming into it. Are they going to go again? And Kalki has had a massive shock there from Tai Tai's hit at the backside. That will definitely be looked at by the onboard stewards there. Drama here on lap 28 out of 39, Jackal.
Yeah, and you know, if I was ACW, he doesn't have any penalties, obviously. What he needs to do is get in front of Booba and slow the pack down so that 3 seconds keeps him on the podium. That would be crucial, because if Booba gets too much closer, he could actually deny Campbell. He has an opportunity to deny Campbell 2nd place. So it's there we go. We've seen AC get through, and if he slows Booba down, that will really be beneficial, as he'll be able to keep that podium. So we see Jono just losing 2 positions coming out of the final corner into turn 19. A few scrapes going on. Looks like Fat Cat is also getting some bumps and bruises as he goes into turn 1, and oh, he gets that overtake done on Fraser. And there's moves happening here. We've just seen the kick salvers switch around. Looks like Kalki's conceding the position to Keith, you know, saying you're the faster driver, mate, you go get him. And yeah, what an interesting couple of laps it's been.
Yeah, we've got 10 laps to go, and we will be bringing up driver of the day on lap 35. So keep an eye out on that. That will come into the chat. I'm sure you know who will probably get the vote tonight. It's probably out of 2 people, I would say. But yeah, it's really starting to kick off now in the closing stages of this race. Lap 30 out of 39, and we've seen some of these guys really pushing a longer stint on these tyres and really causing problems, getting in the way, as Kalki has just not been able to get through, and a real unfortunate there. And also having that contact from Tai from behind as well has really hurt his race, and he's now down there in P10. So that's been the problem, isn't it? The guys in front staying out. You can't overtake. It's so difficult to overtake here. So what do? You try and stay out of the track position, you go for a move, or you try and make some overtakes, but you've got to be 100% confident that you're going to make the overtake. There is Tai trying to get past, and he just can't find a way. Look, I know that Jono is on 22 laps. We're going to jump on board with Tai here. As you can see, every single angle he's trying to move then, getting onto the 4th gear, then to the 2nd gear. Does he try and get into the hairpin? As you can see, Jono's got nowhere to go, and neither has Fraser Flegg, even though they are on old tyres. Where does Tai go? Nowhere. There's a barrier. He's big boulder in the way. He cannot get in front, and then he has to just stay back. The dirty air is not helping him, especially coming through the tunnel here. We saw Kalki try and get a move earlier on, as Booba does get 3 seconds. See, and there we go. Does he get onto the acceleration more? No, he doesn't. Still can't get the move done. It's just impossible to make the move. So the guys that have gone the longer stint there, as Keithy is now getting into it, and Tai gets a penalty, and Keithy, the other Kicksalber, he is now going to have another go, because Kalki's fed up, so Keithy's going to try. Can this Kicksalber car get through these 3 cars of Tai, Jono, and Fraser Flegg? Jackal. Oh! Tai's gone into the wall, and yes, he does get through.
Oh,
there you go.
no.
There's your answer.
That is a big one. That is not going to be a good sign for Mercedes. That is... And we see Booba cops another penalty. He's actually got 19 seconds, which is so sad because he was up in P3. That is an insane amount of penalties, and that will surely see him drop to last place. That is not at all where he wants to be. Looks like both Williams have some pretty significant penalties there. So, and it looks like the Mercedes and the Alpine.
Oh, it's a big
crash!
At the back. Big accident at the back. One Truth, Yuki Bear, and no way, is this going to bring something which we do not want to see? Well, we would want to see for the audience, but we're not. It's a VSC drama at the back there of One Truth, Yuki, and Squash Josh, all involved in that. That will definitely be looked at. It's all kicking off now, and it's in the closing stages of this race. This is really where it's all at, because you can see, look at those pens. Campbell 3, Jono 3, Tai 6, Booba 19, Kalki 3, Ada's Raven 3, Yuki Bear 3, One Truth 9. And the worst thing could happen now is if the safety car comes out, that brings them all close together. And, well, that really does not help Campbell Adams at all in his position that he's in. So we'll have to wait and see what we're going to see. But we're not seeing anything because we're seeing green flags. Drive through again for Wojciech Steg. That's twice in this race. And he is in again for a drive-through. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Lap 32 out of 39. 2 drive-throughs for the McLaren driver.
Yeah, that is not what he wants to be doing right now. And it looks like it is so easy just to get that. We've seen a couple of drivers get that at the moment. So we have some pretty heavy penalties up the field. So there will be some positions jumped, but he can rest easy there. And it looks like Keith and Jono fighting for that position. They've just gone 3, and Keith has almost just lost it. But it looks like Booba is not letting this one go easy. He is fighting back hard. It'll be interesting to see how that pack go at the end, as they're all pitting at the moment. See what they can do. We've only got 7 laps remaining.
Jono's gone into Booba! And Booba is out of the race! Oh no, it's all going wrong. What is happening? And it's brought out a safety car! And that is what Campbell Adams did not want. He because now he's going to lose that P2 spot. Absolute carnage and drama here. Seems Booba is out. Jono has actually lost it and gone straight into the side of Booba, and he's taking him out, and that is absolute drama here. Oh no, Ferrari are in serious trouble there, and I think because he's on old tyres, he's just not been able to hold it, and well, I don't know what to say. It's been great, but then all of a sudden, it's changed things up right at the end of this race with six laps to go, and yeah, that changes everything up. Sorry, Jackal, but it's not the ending that we wanted here at Monaco, unfortunately.
No, and it's certainly not the ending Booba wanted after sitting in the podium positions early on in the race. So that's certainly going to dampen their spirits significantly. He was actually going to be my driver of the day. So yeah, that's really unfortunate to see that happen to him. And it looks like Campbell Adams has actually jumped the position by staying out, which I think won't be too much of an issue for now to get with that 3-second penalty and with the pace that he has at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how these penalties will actually affect the runners of this race, not only during, but after with the steward's office, because I feel like there's going to be some pretty heavy tickets coming through, and they're going to be coming through pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely. Lap 34 out of 39, and yeah, Niall has actually pitted, so is ACW, so is Fat Cat, and we're seeing Fraser Clegg as well. And Niall obviously is going to be on fresher tyres, mediums against those hards, and yeah, Campbell could be in a little bit of trouble. With Niall behind on fresh mediums, we know the pace he's got. Are we going to see a big accident here between the front two? That will not be nice to see, but Campbell Adams, what a drive he has done. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 19 spots he's made. He does have that 3-second time penalty as well, so yeah. If those guys behind catch up, Campbell could drop all the way down to P7.
Wow, and we've got the Aston Martins currently in 4th and 5th. So that's a great result for Aston Martin if they can keep that at the moment. You know, Keith and Kalki, they haven't had the most exciting race. Obviously, they've dropped a lot of positions. It's not going to be what they wanted. They were doing very well at the start of this race, but Visa Cash App will be thrilled with these points. If they can finish at least P2 and P3, that would be incredible. As we see, Fat Cat is 25 seconds behind. He's really going to be struggling to try and get on that podium, but he's definitely going to give it a go.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate there. And right, driver of the day. We're going to get the votes up. Who is your driver of the day?
Look, it was going to be Booba, but unfortunately with that accident, I think I'm going to have to give it to actually Campbell Adams for that, from dropping, he was P20 qualifying, obviously didn't qualify, and now he's technically he's P1 at the moment. So I think he's going to be my driver of the day, if I'm being honest.
All right, my second is going to go to Niall. I think the qualifying has been fantastic. And he has basically dominated from start to finish, and that has been extremely impressive. So there we go. There is your driver of the day. So get your votes in, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I'm going to put my vote in. Boom. For Niall. So there we go. Driver of the day is out. And yeah, let's see who gets it. Well, no, it doesn't. I know people are saying, oh yeah, who deserves it, but it's not all about making places. It's about driving and how they've done tonight. And Niall's qualifying was absolutely outrageous. That was fantastic. He's done a fantastic job. Campbell, though, obviously has done amazing from where he was, how many plot spaces, how many positions he's made up, the overtakes he's made. Just a great drive from Visa Cash App tonight, Jackal, really. All in all, ACW kept that cemented position in that P3. Got a massive opportunity of actually even getting higher than this if Niall can get Campbell and ACW can even overtake his teammate. But yeah, it's going to be a question here. 13 laps to 2-lap mediums, 2-lap mediums, 2-lap mediums. I would place my bets on those mediums rather than over those hards. But here is difficult with 3 laps to go, Jack.
Yeah, and it looks like Logitech is stuck behind Campbell Adams. Obviously, he's not unlapping himself, so that 48-second gap is going to be extremely difficult to gain any positions with the penalties. Obviously, as we can see, these penalties are quite significant, or so at least a few of them are, but they won't mean anything if he can't close this gap, which unfortunately his window of opportunity is closing rapidly every single lap on the safety car without being able to unlap himself. So not the ideal position to be in. It'll be interesting to see if Campbell can keep this lead and pull out a gap in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, really interesting to see because he's 13th, a minute behind, but then Yuki, yeah, interesting. Very interesting how this is going to go. What would you do in Steg's position? Would you just come in and pit?
Well, he's only got a couple laps remaining, so I think he's just got to stay
I
out.
would pit. Well, yeah, but he is right in the way. So it's not the position you want to be in. Not the position you want to be in. Because he's going to get blue flags and he's going to have to get out of the way. And if Campbell goes, and there we go. So Steg, is he going to let him through? He has to let him through. Oh no, because he's going to get blues. He's going to have to move out the way, and well, everyone is going. John, we got going. John sideways. Oh, there's accident there! Oh, massive accident. Fraser Clegg is out. He's gone into the wall. Massive accident, and it's very, very similar to what we saw in the real Formula One with the Haas driver. Fraser Clegg has blocked it, and look at that. We've got the Kelky is stuck. He can't get through, and absolute drama and scenes here at the back. But Niall Jouer is still behind. Steg is still in the way. He needs to get out of the way. He's got blue flags. He's going to be in serious trouble. This could be a book thrown at him here by the rule book. We'll have to wait and see here. He has to get out of the way because Niall needs to get through. And Steg has got 10 seconds. There you go for ignoring blue flags. He has to get out of the way. And Niall now gets through. ACW gets through. Everyone's going to get through. It's not the position you want to be in. I would have gone into the pits. You are a lap car. Do not want to be in front of these guys, but here we go. Niall Jouer in that P2 position, ACW in P3. Campbell Adams is in a little bit of trouble here. He needs to be able to pull away as Niall is ready to pounce and go for a move on Campbell Adams into turn one. Doesn't go for the move. Let's have a look. Does he get up the hill? Look at the traction that Niall's got. He can't go anywhere. He just has to stay with Campbell Adams. And he's trying to go for the move round the outside of Campbell Adams on the medium combat tyres. And he gets the move down, but Campbell Adams puts him into a wall. And Niall is into P2. And we've got drama here because Fat Cat is into P1. And as Fat Cat kept it, no, Fat Cat stays in the P2. It's all gone wrong for VCub here as ACW into P2. Campbell Adams in the P4 now. It's all kicking off here on lap 38 out of 39 at Monaco, Jackal. What is happening here?
Yeah, that was insane. Obviously, Nail just wanted to get around him. He wanted to get back into P1, and he wasn't expecting the argy-bargy that was going to come from that. Campbell, obviously, yeah, wow, he did his best in that situation. It's good that he got out of that in one piece, but unfortunately, he is missing his front wing and plate, so it'll be interesting. Will he do another lap and drop the positions, or will he... Oh, Yuki Bear. Oh, another 10 seconds for Logitech. Oh, no, this is all going wrong for everyone at the back. Oh, they just cannot get out of the way in time, and they're all copying these penalties. That is huge.
Yeah, it's massive. Absolutely massive at the moment. Fat Cat up in a P2. ACW in a P3 now. And Campbell Adams is looking likely to drop again because he's got Tai behind as Tai gets past him. And Campbell Adams got damage. Has Campbell got damage to that car? Yes, he does. He's got no front left, no front right. This could go from bad to worse from Campbell Adams because he's now got JF7 trying to get the move done. He's got the penalty. He's going to drop like a stone if these guys stay with him. This is absolutely massive here. What a race. Campbell Adams was hero at the end of this race, and now he's gone from hero to zero by making that move on Niall Jouer, which I'm sure will be looked at by the onboard stewards. Jackal, I'll let you take it away when the last couple of corners, as Niall is coming round to the last couple of corners to finish this race off, which has been an amazing race, I've got to say.
Yeah, well, he's going into turn 18 and 19 here, and it's been a phenomenal race from lights out to finish. He's got a little bit of damage, but it's not as serious as Campbell Adams, and he takes the checkered flag. And yeah, that is an impressive result. He did absolutely insane in qualifying. He's won the race. Fat Cat in P2, which will be a phenomenal result for Aston Martin and ACW P3. Looks like a few people are dropping down the order, and Yuki has just got another penalty for uh, not serving his previous penalty. So yeah, we've got a few people dropping down, but actually, interestingly enough, everybody has scored points this race because 5 people did not finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And Campbell actually drops down into P6 there. Scotch Josh does get points as well, even though a massive, massive congratulations to everyone. 15 finishing, not a bad, but it all went wrong at the end there. And yeah, going to be very interesting to see. And Drive of the Day is still going on. It's coming very, very close there. 11 votes to 12. It's extremely close. It's 1 vote for Niall Giroux at the moment. And I think he may get it due to that last bit of shenanigans there. Wow, what a race. And we are going to jump on board and get these guys into a comms box. And, well, I think you're glad you commentated that race, I would say.
Yeah. Oh wow, that race is definitely some stuff for the stewards to look at, and there's going to be a few sleepless nights for them.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, drama there at the end there, and I knew that Niall was gonna go for that move. You could see that on those medium compound tyres. So we'll have to wait and see as the votes are still going through. But here we go. This are your results that the game's given you. So race winner is Niall Giroux. Fastest lap does go to Campbell Adams. Driver of the day is Campbell Adams to the game. Most overtakes Campbell Adams as well. Cleanest driver Fat Cat. So really good job, especially Monaco. And here are your results at the end there. So Niall Giroux taking out pole position, Fat Cat P2, ACW and P3, Tai Tai P4, then JF7, then Campbell Adams, Jono, Shifty Wizard, Aiden's Raiden, Keithy, Kalki, One Truth, Vocek Steg, and Yuki Bear. Squash Josh are your last finishes there. So everyone does get points. And then unfortunately we lost Fraser Clegg, Bubba, Daniel Avocado, Chandler's, Illyrian earlier on in the race. And we are still just waiting on the voting of Driver of the Day, which just looks like it's going to be a very, very close one. Got all the guys in for chat. We're just waiting on one person, which is Niall. So we're just waiting on you. So there we are. Niall is in. First of all, before we do have a bit of a chinwag on to the guys, let's have your summary of tonight's race at Monaco for Division 1.
Yeah, it's carnage. What can you say? Carnage. It's just Monaco, right? Obviously, some people crashing in the back. People went sideways into each other. What do? It's Monaco. If someone crashes and goes sideways in front of you, you really just have to do your best to avoid it, or you're going to join that crash. Even if you avoid it, there's no guarantee the person behind you won't slam into the back of you. So, well, it was a fantastic race. I think there are a lot of teams who were on to score some big points that unfortunately lost out there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it will be one to look at for the onboard stewards as well. Driver of the day does go to Niall Giroux, 14 votes to 13. So very, very close there. So DOD, TD, congrats to Niall there, as what a night he had. And obviously that will definitely be looked at. I think that incident between him and Campbell, if it does get reported there. So no, congratulations to Niall Giroux. Right, let's go straight into it. I will let you take up the first interview with ACW and the Visa in P3.
Hey, how you doing, mate? That was a phenomenal result from you. Obviously scoring some big points. You almost had your teammate on the podium with you. How were you feeling when you saw that you were P2 and 3?
I was quite annoying, to be honest, that late safety car. It was looking guaranteed 2 and 3 for the carb. And then at the end, Campbell and Niall got in a crash and I got wing damage, so I lost the position to Fat Cat. It was a bit annoying, but it's alright.
Yeah,
Not
how
too
do you
bad.
think you went as a whole in that entire race? How would you summarize your race so far?
I was pretty decent. I was just chilling most of the race. Niall was too quick for me, and then the gap to the cars behind was massive as well. So I was just chilling, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it was a very it's Monaco. You sort of have to slot in behind you. Were there a couple of times where you were tempted to make some dodgy overtakes, or did
Couldn't
you
even
just
have the
want to keep it?
chance. Didn't have the chance to even try. Niall was just too quick.
Yeah, how did you go with that safety car restart? What was going through your mind there?
I was just trying to see what was happening with Campbell and Niall, and then they hit each other, and then I had nowhere to go, and I got wing damage, so a
Yeah,
bit
fair
unfortunate.
enough. Well, I'll hand you over to SJ, see what he's got from you. But yeah, fantastic result, and I bet you're very happy with that one.
Thank you.
Well, I think your TP is probably going to thank me for you racing. That's a good start. Good to have you on the grid. Obviously, it would be lovely to have you on for more. But no, obviously, I know you're reserve. What a start. Monaco obviously is not the easiest race. We've obviously just done Jeddah 100%, and now Monaco. People are thinking the calendar is pretty tough, and then obviously next is Qatar. But yeah, how did you find it tonight? Obviously, you knew you probably didn't have the pace with Niall. Obviously, his qualifying was absolutely ridiculous. But you had the one up on Campbell because he had to make that pit stop. And obviously, when you saw him Bennett in qualifying, it was obviously going to be a bit of a struggle. So you were in pretty consistent pace in that P3. Can you give us a little bit of an insight what happened on your point of view with that situation with Niall and Campbell?
I think they were just going side by side, and then I think Campbell got squeezed into the wall, and then I tried to avoid it, but there was just nowhere I could go since it's Monaco.
Oh, okay. So, interesting. So I'm sure that will be looked at by the onboard steward. How did you find it? How did you find the tyre wear, the strategy that you went for? Because obviously we're looking at mandatory, and then obviously it changed. How did you find it?
It wasn't too bad, and the tyres felt fine, and it didn't die off too badly comparing to the rest of the grid, it seemed. But it was alright.
Well, an absolute fantastic result. If we do see you next week, Qatar, one of your a fan favourite of yours. Do you like the track?
I don't like it, to be honest.
We will not be seeing
Not that fun
ACW.
to drive around.
I don't think we'll be seeing you next week then for Qatar.
We'll see.
Awesome. Well, no, great job on the P3, mate, and obviously Visa and TMT will be pretty choked with that.
Thank you.
No worries. All right, Jackal, go off to Mr. Fat Cat in the Aston Martin.
Hey, Fat Cat. First of all, congratulations on P2. You're looking very strong in that race, and honestly, I wasn't expecting that cheeky little P2 from you, but that was yeah, great. How are you feeling after that race?
Yeah, kind of monumental. It was some nice moves.
Yeah, P2 in Monaco. It's pretty big. You almost had your teammate there for company, but unfortunately got caught in some accidents down the back. But those safety cars, what was going through your mind during the safety cars?
Nothing much. Just race where I could and do what I could. That's all.
Yeah, well, we're hearing that a lot of the podium sitters are pretty relaxed. I mean, my heart would be beating in my ears pretty quickly. What about the overtakes? Did you have any overtakes that were maybe a bit dodgy, maybe a bit risky, or some overtakes that maybe you could have done and thought the better of, but now you're thinking back on it, you could have had a better opportunity for anything better than P2?
Definitely there was a chance at P1, but that got ruined by an illegal overtake that I had to let people past for. Move with Kalki on lap 28. That was gut-wrenching.
Yeah, that was obviously not ideal, but P2 in Monaco, your team principal is going to be very happy with you, I'm thinking. And yep, that's all the questions from me. So I'll pass you over to SJ.
Oh, Fat Cat, mate. Great job. Obviously, last week in Jeddah, you were looking pretty promising, and then obviously got involved in a little bit of an incident. Tonight, you saw the incidents in front of you, and you managed to obviously get out of the way. So you've got to be stoked with P2 at Monaco.
Yeah, really stoked. It was amazing.
How was the strat? Because we did see that you and your teammate JF7 were up at the front quite earlier on, and then obviously things started to change. Strategies started to change, pit stops, and then obviously a safety car. I'm quite surprised. I think we only had, was it one safety car or two? It was two, wasn't it? I think it was only two. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised on that. Still a massive effort. So yeah, how did you feel earlier on in the race to the end?
Well, earlier on, the strategy was saving pretty much. We were trying to go for the one stop, but safety car didn't change things too much. It was about the same deg, and then eventually I realized I'm not going to have enough deg to last the rest of the race, and we boxed, and now we're here.
Yes, we are. And you'll be absolutely chuffed with that result. Going into Qatar next week, fan favourite of yours? Feeling good? Not feeling good? How do you feel?
Pretty interesting. I'm not the best at Qatar, so we'll see what happens next week.
Well, nicely done, mate. Congratulations on the P2. Well deserved. And look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Qatar.
Thank you.
Okay, right. Now we will go over the man that won this race tonight. It was absolutely phenomenal in qualifying and phenomenal in the race, but we'll be having a little bit of a talking point in this interview. Over to you, Jackal, for Niall.
How you doing, Niall? What a fantastic race you had. I bet you were very happy with that, and maybe you expected it a little bit, even with that little safety car at the end. That might have been a little bit, might have given you a little bit of anxiety, but the pace you had today, man, I don't think you were too worried about it at all, were you?
Can you hear me, by the way? Is it good?
Yep,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right, good. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just, the whole race just going away, chilling, just not pushing at all. But to be honest, I've never seen a Monaco race with two safety cars. That's, I think, the first time that's ever happened when I raced, which is really, really rare. Already one is uncommon, and two is just absolutely insane. So that last safety car that kind of did make me uncomfortable a bit. Now I have to pass Campbell again, well not again, but to take back the lead. I was in such a comfortable position, but again I had to pit. If I stay out, he pits and passes me. So it's the lose really. That last safety car, and well, I had to get past him again, of course, as you saw. But yeah, I mean the whole race. My audio driver kind of stopped working at the start of the race, and yeah, that made my whole game lag a lot, and that really wasn't ideal. But yeah, I mean, also in the one of the late virtual safety cars, when there was a pileup down at turn one, I did end up getting front wing damage that I didn't repair in the pits, which kind of made my car turn a bit less, of course. But yeah, but overall, it's okay. Quali wasn't, perfect. Definitely could have gone a bit faster. Lost with force feedback for my last lap. And yeah, I mean, the race, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I don't believe what I'm hearing. He says his quali wasn't good, but that was an insane quali. I mean, everyone was scratching their heads thinking he had grip hacks or something. So to say that you could have gone a bit faster in that quali, mate, yeah, I'll have to take your word for it because that's insane. Talk us through that safety car. What was happening in the safety car?
Which one?
The second
Second
one.
one.
Yeah, the second
Second one, well, yeah, I mean, really, yeah, I mean, oh, on the restart, on when I hit Campbell, or
Yeah, just the
yeah, it's a restart, not during safety car. So that's
yeah, the
interesting
safety
question.
car. You're probably fast asleep, waiting to get past.
Okay, well, I mean, on the restart, I Yeah, I mean, blue flags already. For half a lap. I don't know about that one, Chief. But and then, well, immediately caught up to Campbell in half a sector, and well, I knew my best opportunity was going up turn 2. So obviously I wait for that. He parked it like prime Perez 2021 Abu Dhabi, to be honest, out of each exit. So I got a good drive, got my nose in, passed him fully, fully, and then yeah, I mean it's just I forgot the name of it. It's Casino. I mean he just yeah, I mean I think he just hit my rear tire. I think I was fully past him though, so I don't know. I seeing a lot of mixed opinions on whether that's a penalty or not. I think that's from my point of view, it's not a penalty at all. I mean, it's for me, it's very clear that I was ahead fully, and the move was never on, so you could have just kept him behind, I guess. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, I also got floor damage from that, so that's why I didn't take a fastest lap on the last lap, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, that's all the questions from me, mate. Fantastic job, and driver of the day as well. Almost lost it to Campbell Adams, but it looks like some opinions swayed after that, after some damage happened. But yeah, fantastic job, and even if you're not entirely happy with it, I think your team principal will be.
Thank you, Jev and VNT, for voting.
Yeah, I'll hand you over to SJ. He's probably got a lot of things he wants to ask you.
Yeah, driver of the day, 14 votes to 13, so very, very close. And yeah, it was an absolutely fantastic drive from Campbell Adams, so he was definitely deserved nomination for it. But Niall, first question I'm going to ask, mate, the qualifying. I've seen everything on Twitter. I've seen everything jumping around. Everyone on WOR. You are like the Monaco merchant, and mate, to even say you could even go quicker is like I could have scored 40 goals when I was a semi-professional footballer. It's like me saying that, but good to see that you say you could go quicker because honestly, to give us a little bit of an insight of your qualifying lap, how do you take it so fast? Because it feels like in Monaco, when you're qualifying, you have to just literally live on the edge. Is that correct?
I mean, yeah, you have to get close to the walls, otherwise you're not going to go fast, are you? So, I mean, it's just years of experience. Well, not years, I'd say. A lot of months of preparation, obviously, for big events. And you just get used to it. It's it's not too different from other tracks, I'd say, actually. But it's just whether you're happy enough to go close to the walls. It's kind of like a scale. But I mean, with practice, you just get used to it. It just comes to you. So it just becomes natural and you go fast.
Well, qualifying was absolutely insane, and I think you got everyone talking in the chat. And I'm sure the TP of David wants you to sign that agreement for a full-time seat with Red Bull because it is open, and every time you seem to drive for them, you seem to just score points. And yeah, it'd be great to see, obviously, on the grid. Second question is obviously the biggest talking point, which will be going into the onboard stewards, is the situation between you and Campbell on the last couple of laps before the safety car. You're saying that you believe that the move was not there and it shouldn't have been done. The question is that he was on hards and you're on mediums. So he did have the 3 seconds. So was there any thought process of you just staying behind him until the last couple of laps and just beat him with the penalty?
Absolutely not, because you don't know if one of his warnings can get removed and his penalty can be removed. That applies to every race. You no matter what, you need to be ahead of that guy who has 3 seconds. Because you could be disappointed when they get their penalty removed. So obviously I was like, okay, I need this P1 back. I've got the fresher tires, much fresher tires. So obviously I had to send it, and I did, and I got the move done until, it became undone. Well, not undone. I got the move done, and then it just kind of, I don't know, him on the outside, come on the inside in a tight corner. Obviously tried to leave him a bit of space, but it's not easy for that corner. But I was ahead, so
Okay.
I have no doubts.
Well, I'm sure the onboard steward, unless it does get reported, we'll have to wait and see. And the last question is, Guitar, if you're here for that, if we are going to see you again on the grid, which I'm sure we will do, because I think you're just one of these people that select the tracks that you want to drive from a reserve, which is a good thing to do if you're a reserve driver, because if you're a full-time driver, you have to race them. So yeah, Guitar next week. Will we be seeing you? Is it a fan favorite of yours? Or are you not a fan of Qatar?
Honestly, I have a race in the evening, so I cannot really attend, because I've tried to do a race in the morning and then a race in the evening, and every time the race in the evening, I just end up so tired, and it's unbearable. So I have a race in, well, I think it's obvious what track I have a race in next week on Saturday evening, but yeah, I don't think I can really do Qatar next week, unfortunately.
No, all good. And hopefully we might see you for Singapore then.
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see. When Singapore is it after?
It's after Qatar.
Is it the week after Qatar? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's 100%. So enjoy.
I think I can do that one though. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think. I think I have. No, I don't have anything. Yeah.
Well, there you go. David, lock him
For
in.
now, I don't have anything. But, yeah.
Lock him in. All right, Niall. What a night, mate. Great night for you, mate, and well done. And yeah, really good to see you on the track again as always. And every time you're on track, you perform. And yeah, just hoping to see you race more races this season, which would be great. And yeah, congratulations, well done. Looking forward to seeing what the onboard stewards say. And yeah, we'll go from there. But no, well done.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, Jackal, that is it. Done and dusted. Monaco over, and you don't. Well, obviously, Division 1 don't have to do it again. What a night. Looking to be quite easy at first, but then started to get a little bit more drama at the later stages of the race.
Yeah, and I think that Qatar is going to be a very interesting race as well, and then going to Singapore as well, another 100% track. And Singapore in the evaluation race was a very interesting thing to watch. So I think it is going to be a lot more interesting in the actual racing.
Yes.
But yeah, overall, I think it was a good night. Obviously, we've got two divisions racing tomorrow at 5, which will be Div 4 and Div 2, if I'm correct, at 7:30.
Yep, it is right.
Yep. Thank God.
More Monaco, more drama. It'll be interesting to see what we're going to see tomorrow night for Division 2. But earlier on, it will be Division 4. He'll be joined in the comms box with Rekis and Cooperbot. And then he'll be back in the comms box with me and a surprising different commentator, which I'm looking forward to jumping on to see how he goes. So that will be straight after as well. But what a night tonight has been. We saw, obviously, the defending champion go out early on in the race. We saw Campbell Adams going out in qualifying, which we didn't think that we were seeing. He was really pushing, and then he had to start from the back to the front. He did make his way there. Then there was a little bit of an incident there with the leader of the race of Niall Jouer. We did see a lot of drama happening later on in the race as well. So stewards, I'm sure we'll have a bit of a field day, and I think there's going to be some big pens firing out. But Jackal, thank you very much for joining me in the comms box. Really appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. And thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Also, big shout out to all the followers. I'm just going to say shush. It's just followed us. Thank you very much for the follow. VNT Vixel, Ixa JR Din. Thank you very much for the onboards as well. Javson, and then Rico Ralph, and then Bits from Customer Relations, Linux AU, Mickey20834. Thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Got up to about 65 viewers tonight. Loving the support. Remember, do not forget the giveaway. Get on Instagram and hashtag guitar. If you're not in it, you will not get the opportunity opportunity. It does end on the Wednesday at the end of Division 3 race. So you've still got plenty of time. We will be pushing it out on all the socials. Well, sorry, all on the streams tomorrow night as well. There is an announcement in the Discord, so feel free to get amongst it. Thank you very much for everyone that tuned in tonight. Big up to all the sponsors as well. Our main sponsor, AI369, and we've also got Pagnian, and then we've also got SimLab, and then also we're affiliate with SRC. So if you need a setup and you feel that you just need a little bit more there with SRC, then feel free to jump on board. And then you've also got Pagnian as well. So tune in tomorrow night. More action, Division 4 and Division 2. We'll see you there. Take care. Good night. I'll be back.